Good afternoon, Tagum City! It's another episode of Scientific Journey only here at Salida TeleRadyo, ESKWELA. Today is Thursday, January 7, 2021 and you're listening to 98.3 Gold FM, ang radyo astig ng Tagum City. Kuyawan, no? We are very glad to be with you in this new normal journey of schooling through radio broadcast. I am your radio host, Ma'am Elife Coquilia, at makakasama po natin sa hapong ito ang ating radio teacher, Sir Jennifer Sisfon. Mayong hapon diha, sir.
Mayong hapon po diha, ma'am. Og maayong hapon sa atuang mga astig nga ginikanan og mga estudyanteng nagapamaminaw o nagsubaybay sa ating programang La Filipina School on Air.
Dili lang daita on air madungog mga kaastig. Kay makita po ta live sa La Filipina National High School official Facebook account. So learners, kung gusto mo answer sa atong mga question later sa quiz, pwede naman mag-comment sa atong FB Live or mag-text sa cellphone number 0915-3996-858. Again, i-text ang inyong mga answer sa 0915-3996-858. Malay mo, ikaw pala ang swerteng mabibigyan ng 30 pesos load pagkatapos ng programang ito. Bago natin simulan ang talakayan sa hapong ito, my warmest greetings to our Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Josephine L. Fadul, and to our Assistant SDS, Dr. Melanie P. Stasio, to all our DepEd personnel in Tagum City Division, to our school heads, most especially to our most active school principal, Dr. Jeffrey C. Villarosa, and to all my co-teachers at La Filipina National High School, grade heads, master teachers, most especially sa our science coordinator, Ma'am Jean Maria Di Rayal, kasama ang mahal kong guro ng Science Department. Hello everyone! This lesson is for grade 10 students who are studying science subject, but of course, for everyone who is interested to learn is welcome to join us. Okay, students? This time, I am inviting you to go to a place you are comfortable with so that you could listen easily to our broadcast. May I ask you, are you now ready, grade 10 students?
Yes!
That's great! Come and join us as we take you to another scientific learning journey. Alright, let's get now your module, paper, and pen for this lecture about evidences of continental drift theory. Again, ang ating tatalakayan sa hapong ito ay ang ebidensya patungkol sa continental drift theory. Now, please open your self-learning module to Module 5, page 2. Before we begin our journey in learning new concepts, let us test ourselves on what we know about continental drift theory and its evidences. Please flip now your module to page 4. The following questions will test your prior knowledge about continental drift theory and its evidences observed by our scientists. Kindly get your pen and any sheet of paper to write your answer on each question. Let's get started. I will just read the question and choices twice, and then after 5 seconds, I will give the correct answer. Once you hear this sound, then time is up. Okay, student? Let's start the pre-test. Number 1. What do you call the supercontinent landmass formed million years ago? A. Pangaea, B. Panthalassa, C. Asia, D. Eurasia. Again, What do you call the supercontinent landmass formed million years ago? A. Pangaea, B. Panthalassa, C. Asia, D. Eurasia.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time is up. The correct answer is letter A. Pangaea. Question number 2. He is a German scientist who hypothesized in 1912 that continents were once joined as landmass called Pangaea. A. Harry Hammond Hess, B. Robert Dietz, C. Alfred Lothar Wegener, D. Charles Darwin. Again, he is a German scientist who hypothesized in 1912 that continents were once a giant landmass called Pangaea. A. Harry Hammond Hess, B. Robert Dietz, C. Alfred Lothar Wegener, D. Charles Darwin.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The correct answer is letter C. Alfred Lothar Wegener. Number 3. What evidences do scientists use to support the continental drift theory? A. Rocks, fossils, and air. B. Rock, water, and ice. C. Rocks, fossils, and shape of continents. D. Rocks, fossils, and human beings. Again, what evidences do scientists use to support the continental drift theory? A. Rocks, fossils, air. B. Rocks, water, and ice. C. Rocks, fossils, and shape of the continents. D. Rocks, fossils, and human beings.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The correct answer is letter C. Rocks, fossils, and shape of continents. Number 4. If you are a cartographer, what would give you an idea that the continents were once joined? A. Ocean dip. B. Shape of the continent. C. Position of the South Pole. D. Size of the Atlantic Ocean. Again, if you are a cartographer, what would give you an idea that the continents were once joined? A. Ocean dipped. B. Shape of the continents. C. Position of the South Pole. D. Size of the Atlantic Ocean.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The correct answer is letter B. Shape of the continents. Question number 5. What discovery provided strong support for continental drift theory? A. Geology. B. Fossil evidence. C. Electromagnetism. D. Paleomagnetism. Again, what discovery provided strong support for continental drift theory? A. Geology. B. Fossil evidence. C. Electromagnetism. D. Paleomagnetism.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The correct answer is letter C. Electromagnetism. How's your score, students? I am hoping that you get all the items right. Later, after our discussion, we will give you another quiz that will surely make you excited. Don't worry, I know you could do it perfectly. You are now ready for our topic today. If you want to do a bathroom break for a while, please do it right now. As we are about to start our discussion for today's School on Air in Science 10. Just like what I have said earlier, Our topic this day is all about continental drift theory. Please hold now your module as we welcome your teacher broadcaster, Sir Jennifer Sispon from La Filipina National High School. Sir, take it away.
Thank you, Ma'am Elefe. Hello, students! I am your radio teacher for today. I am Jennifer Sispon, science teacher of La Filipina National High School. How is your pretest? Hope it is easy as some of our discussed in our previous year level. If you have difficulty on it, don't you worry as we discuss it further today in our school on air. As we mentioned earlier, we will discuss the evidences of continental drift theory. Kabalo ko na daghan kayo wog mga pangutana bahin ani nga teorya. Pero para guided ta sa ato ang mga lesson karon, mao ni ang mga objectives na dapat natong matunan. First, enumerate the evidences of continental drift theory. Second, explain each evidences of continental theory. And lastly, value the importance of geological location through posting in any social media. So, are you now ready, students? Fasten your seatbelt as we start our lesson. In our previous modules or lessons, we already discussed about continental drift theory. As a review, continental drift theory is proposed by Alfred Lothar Wegener in the year 1912. He hypothesizes that our current 7 continents are once a single landmass called Pangaea. Yes, you heard it right. That one supercontinent is called Pangaea, spelled out P-A-N-G-E-A, Pangaea. Through millions of years, this single landmass broke and eventually formed the current 7 continents, namely Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe, and Australia. Wegener's curiosity about the idea of drifting continents started when he noticed the edges of South America and Africa in the world map could be fitted like a jigsaw puzzle. But the question is it enough to support the continental drift theory? As a young scientist, we need more evidences to support this claim. Through time, more research, observation, and advancement of science and technology, great scientists found more evidences to support this claim in continental drift theory. The first evidence is the one I mentioned earlier, that shape of edges of the continents are like jigsaw puzzle. Best example of these are the continents of South America and Africa. If you look on the map, their edges are almost fit to each other. Another example is how the northern edges of Antarctica are matched to the southeast coast of Africa, south coast of India, and west coast of Australia. If you want more similarities of the shape of the continents and other land masses, you can take a world map or turn your module on page 5 to observe more on this evidence. We go to our next evidence. Another important piece of evidence in the continental drift theory is the fossil relevance. There are various examples of fossils found in separate continents. This indicates that these continents have been once joined together because of extensive oceans between the land masses act as a type of barrier for fossil transfer. For example, the fossils of Mesosaurus, spelled as M-E-S-O-S-A-U-R-U-S, Mesosaurus, as reptiles similar to modern crocodiles, are found only in South Africa and eastern part of South America. It suggests that these two continents are once joined because it is impossible that Mesosaurus could swim across Atlantic Ocean, since it is a coastal animal. In other words, Mesosaurus only swim near the land and not across deep ocean. Besides from Mesosaurus, other fossils are found to support the continental drift theory. A land mammal like reptile called Signonatus, spelled as C Y N O G N A T H U S. Signonatus are found in South Africa and South America. It seems to roam around the two continents during Triassic period, between 250 to 240 million years ago. Since these continents are separated with great ocean, it is impossible to this land animal to migrate in such distance. So, the only possible explanation is the emergence of Pangaea during this time. If the fossils of animals are questionable to you as evidence of continents as one landmass because they move, how about fossils from plants which are stationary? Scientists also found the fossils of Glossopteris, spelled as Glossopteris, Glossopteris. It is woody, seed-bearing tree and reaching as tall as 30 meters. Glossopteris emerged during early Permian period, estimated 299 million years ago. And it became the dominant land species until the end of Permian. Glossopteris fossil is found in Australia, Antarctica, India, South Africa, and South America, all southern continents. Now, the Glossopteris seed is known to be large and bulky and could not have drifted or flown across oceans to separate a separate continent. Therefore, the continents must have been joined at least one point in time in order to maintain the Glossopteris wide range across southern continents. If we take this variety of fossils into consideration, this gives light that continents are once connected because of distribution of fossils. Are you still with me, students? Yes! Wow, glad to hear that. The third evidence of continental drift theory is found upon the use of sonar that produces images on how seafloor looks like. It reveals that the bottom of the sea was not as smooth as expected, but full of canyons, trenches, volcanic sea mountains, and Harry Hess, the geologist of Princeton University, realized that the Earth's crust had been moving away from on each other down the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, which are long and volcanically active. Hess observed that the rate of formation of a new seafloor at the mid-ocean ridge is not always as fast as the destruction of old seafloor at the subduction zone. Subduction zone is the area of the Earth's layer that moves downward due to density difference. This explains why Pacific Ocean is getting smaller and why Atlantic Ocean is getting wider. If the subduction zone is faster than the seafloor spreading, the ocean shrinks. And in early 1960s, dating of ocean core samples showed that the ocean floor was younger at the mid-Atlantic ridge, but progressively older in either direction, confirming the reality of seafloor spreading. This may explain how Pangaea breaks slowly and turns into what we have now. The last evidence that we will discuss this day is the magnetic reversal. This further evidence came along by 1963 by geophysicists realized that Earth's magnetic field may have reversed polarity many times, which each reversal lasting less than 2,000 years. Rocks of the same age in the seafloor crust could have taken on the magnetic polarity at the time that the part of the crust formed. The magnetic reversal, also called the magnetic flip of the Earth, happens when the North Pole is transferred into the South Pole and the South Pole becomes the North Pole. This event happens because of changing the direction of the flow of materials in the Earth's liquid outer core. Over the last 10 million years, there have been an average of 4 to 5 reversals per million years. New rocks are added to the ocean floor at the ridge with approximately equal amount on both sides of the oceanic ridges. By 1970s, geologists had agreed to use the term plate tectonics for what had become the core paradigm of their discipline. They used the term plates because they have found evidence that not just continents move but so do the whole plates of the Earth's crust. This shows that the continents of the plates move gradually that separates the Pangaea into 7 continents. I can almost see science investigators in you. Very good. Now students, can you enumerate the 4 evidences that we already discussed? I bet you can. Let's enumerate it together. First evidence or observation is the similarity of the edges of the continents. Second evidence is the discovery of fossils. Third evidence is the sighting of seafloor spreading. And the fourth evidence is the direction of magnetic reversal. You're doing great, students! I know you have understood our topic today. Let us remember that our continents and other land masses move gradually. Before, it is a single landmass called Pangaea, but it broke million years ago and formed our current 7 continents. Because of careful observation and advancement of science and technology, we find various evidences to support the claims of Alfred Lothar Wegener. That's all for this session. I hope you have learned a lot from our lesson this day. Until our next discussion, this has been your radio teacher, Sir Jennifer Cespon from La Filipina National High School, School on Air for Grade 10 Science. Thank you so much for listening. If you have some question, our host will help you after this break. Break a leg to your quiz until your next session.
Wow! That's very amazing topic, Sir Jerry. Thank you. I believe that all our student listeners have learned something from it. Can we give a round of applause to Sir Jerry? We have learned from Sir Jerry about 4 evidences that support the continental drift theory. Is it scientific, right? Yes! Awesome! Let us practice more. This time, students, let's assess your learning today. Please take a scan on your notes and review some important things you have written. All right, students. With the things we have learned, we already knew the 4 major evidences of continental drift theory of Alfred Lothar Wegener. This evidence supports and explains the claim that our continents are once joined into a single landmass called Pangaea. These evidences include similar of the edges of the continents, same fossil deposits in between continents, discovery of seafloor spreading, and magnetic reversal. So, we are all set to answer all the post-tests for this lesson. At this moment, we will test how much you have learned from the discussion. Please get your quiz paper ready now. Fill out all the important information. Do not forget to write your name, section, and the date today. The date today is January 7, 2021. Please don't forget also to write the number of modules in reference to the discussed topic this day. Please write module number 5. Got it ready to go? I will now turn you over again to Sir Jerry for the details of your short quiz.
We are now on our post-test. Please listen attentively as I read the questions and choices twice. Write the letter of your answer on your paper. I will give you 5 seconds to answer, and then after, I will give the correct answer. Are you now ready, grade 10 students? Yes! Marvelous! Let's start. Number 1. He was credited for the idea of continental drift theory. A. Alfred Lothar Wegener. B. Charles Darwin. C. Harry Hammond Hess. And D. Robert Dietz. Again, he was credited for the idea of continental drift theory. A. Alfred Lothar Wegener. B. Charles Darwin. C. Harry Hammond Hess. And D. Robert Dietz.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time is up. The correct answer is letter A. Alfred Lothar Wegener. Number 2. It is possibly the most important fossil plant evidence that continents are drifting. A. Mesosaurus. B. Lesosaurus. C. Glucipteris. D. Signonatus. Again, it is possibly the most important fossil plant evidence that continents are drifting. A. Mesosaurus. B. Lesosaurus. C. Glucipteris. D. Signonatus.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time is up. The correct answer is letter C. Glucipteris. Number 3. What pair of two continents shows much shape of edges? A. North America and Antarctica. B. South America and Africa. C. Europe and Antarctica. D. North America and Australia. Again, what pair of two continents shows much shape of edges? A. North America and Antarctica. B. South America and Africa. C. Europe and Antarctica. D. North America and Australia.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time is up. The correct answer is South America and Africa. Number 4. What evidence are seen when sonar is used to investigate the ocean? A. Fossil deposits. B. Glacial marks. C. Shape of continents. D. Spreading of ocean floor. What evidence are seen when sonar is used to investigate the ocean? A. Fossil deposits. B. Glacial marks. C. Shape of continents. D. Spreading of ocean floor.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time is up. The correct answer is letter D. Spreading of ocean floor. Number 5. What are the evidences used to support the continental drift theory? A. Continental feet and fossils. B. Spreading of ocean floor and magnetic reversal. B. Remains of plants and animals. D. All of the above. Again, what are the evidences used to support the continental drift theory? A. Continental feet and fossils. B. Spreading of ocean floor and magnetic reversal. C. Remains of plants and animals. D. All of the above.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The correct answer is letter D. All of the above. I hope you are able to answer the given items correctly. You're such amazing students. Thumbs up for a job well done.
That ends our lesson for this day. If you have some question or clarification, you may contact us or other science teachers through the given contact numbers by your advisors. You can also post your appreciation about what you have learned in this lesson through any social media. Use hashtag LFNHS Continental Drift Theory 98.3 to make us easily see your post. Alright, we have finished already one scientific topic this day. Topic that will help us learn more and be more to become a great scientist in the future. Please make sure to be with us in the next session here at School on Air program of the Department of Education, Division of Tagum City. This is Ma'am Elike Coquilla of La Filipina National High School, your radio host, reminding you all, when you get tired, learn to rest, not to quit. Keep safe, everyone. Bye-bye.
This is La Filipina National High School, Science School on Air. Let's investigate, experiment, and analyze new concepts at Science School on Air.